Well, hey there, you awesome bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs. It is I, Little Wolf, and welcome to my den. Go ahead and come on in, but please wipe your paws before entering, and go ahead and take a seat by the fire. The cauldron is bubbling, so you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. And let's see here, I think we are on number 62. Vintage Cartoons Revisited, and that's so cool. 61, 62, one of those two. Sorry, I'm tired after this long weekend of watching the dogs while the wife was out. And so my brain's still kind of tired. I'm kind of exhausted. I wasn't too sure if I was going to do any recordings today or not, but we got out and about and took the dogs for a walk, and it gave me a chance to get out and stretch, exercise a bit, kind of clear my head some. And then the wife had to go take her nephew over to his mom's, and so now me and Astrid are just left here in the den. And I did a little bit of gaming on Granny, of course, because I'm hooked on that, good lord. So there's going to be a video coming out on that one. But, hey, I figured let's go ahead and jump in and let's do a Vintage Cartoons Revisited. And yes, it's number 62. And I know these help a lot of people start their Monday, start their week, and just kind of take a break from everything and just relax. And with all of this, with the cauldron bubbling, you can have your choice of tea, coffee, or hot chocolate. Oh, it's just going to help a lot. Let's relax. Let's watch some cartoons, take a breather. Monday is always stressful for most people, whether you work or you don't or anything else. Monday just always seems to be kind of an accursed day. So I try and lighten it up by being able to show some vintage cartoons. Alright, so like I said, this helps people, and also if you ever feel like you need help and you're not sure who to talk to, and if you're inside the US, you can go ahead and call the US Suicide Prevention number, which is 988. And you call them, and you'll be able to talk to them there, and they'll be able to hook you up with different numbers for doctors or therapists if you need that kind of help. But if you're outside of the US, you're going to have to go to blog.opencounseling.com/suicide-hotlines/ brain took a moment to get that last cogwheel going. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into our first cartoon, and as the usual, it's a Betty Boop one. This one's from 1932, and it's called The Dancing Fools. And it says, Daredevil sign painters Bimbo and KoKo like what they see through the window of Betty Boop's dancing school, and stay for a lesson. And we always know Betty Boop looks good dancing and everything else, so let's go ahead and put on our dancing shoes and see what happens. Oh, I can't wait to jump into this.
Heel, toe, start with your right foot. Come on, let's go! Dancing to save your soul. Ready? All slide, do it together. Now you've tried dancing to save your soul. Ready? Heel, toe, resting on that foot. Don't show that you are a flat foot. Let's go! Dancing to save your soul. Up. Way up. Up. That's it. Up. Now. Up. Okay, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Oh, oh, oh.
I'll fix you. Come on now, get up there. Come on.
Up we go. Up. Boy.
What? Come on, back home.
Okay, okay. Oh, help, Bimbo. Oh.
Come on up here, KoKo. Come on up. Come on.
Help.
Come on up. Get up. I'll get you up.
Overboard.
All together. What's this? I'm all wet.
Hello, Bimbo. How do you do? Hello, KoKo. Speaking to you. Introducing no one else but me.
She's Betty. Hello, baby. Coming your way.
Hello, baby. What do you say? We take off our hats to a baby like you. Take off your high hat and we'll find things to do together.
Come on, baby. Don't hesitate. Come on, baby. Cooperate. Hello, baby.
Let's go in, KoKo, huh?
Okay, pull.
Heel, toe, double your right foot, stand slow. Use your right foot. Let's go.
Ha-cha, ha-cha, cha-cha, cha-cha.
All fine. Do it together. Just glide. Use the leather. Okay.
Daddy-o, bo-bo, be-bo, be.
One dance that never makes you go weary. It's easy, just like taking a stroll. Heel, toe, let's on that foot, don't show. You want a flat foot, let's go.
Bo-do, dee-o, dee-o, di-da, 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 di-da-do.
I didn't know, oh, didn't know.
that cartoon out of the way, we have quite a few here to choose from. And I kind of want to go with this one from 1949, and it's called Big Tim. And it says here it's an animated short film produced by the UPA for Timken's Ball Bearing Company. The film is about a locomotive named Tim, Big Tim, and his enemy, Mr. Friction, a green thug who smokes stogies. Mr. Friction slows down the train and burns its wheels, but he can't do anything against rolling bearings, which only requires 4% of the power to pull the same load. The film is told in the lively style with impressionistic animation. And I kind of think when I look at this, you could kind of see this and you would see where they would get it for like cars, you know, with the faces in them and all of that. So I could really see this. And, you know, you got Mater, you know, Mater without the tuh. But let's go ahead and jump into this and see what happens with Big Tim.
That's me they're looking for, Big Tim. And here I come, right on time. And there I go, out of sight before you can call me roller freight. And you want to know something? He checks his watch by me, a freight, because I run on schedule. How did I get this way? Well, let's go back a bit. I remember the day I came to work on the railroad, a carefree, happy-go-lucky young sprout, fresh out of the locomotive works. And maybe a little conceited about my bright new roller bearings. None of this metal-to-metal grating and grinding friction bearing stuff for me. My axles floated on a cushion of rollers. Oh, I was the latest thing, out to set the world on its ear, to show my uncle who got me the job. Uncle Smedley.
Quiet, Tim. He's out to get you.
Get me?
Lay low, boy. Back up.
Gosh. So I backed up. Right into the caboose of Mr. Kelly, the freight conductor. He was kind of annoyed. Called me a big, stupid galoot. Uh-oh. Was he the one that was out to get me?
Not him, boy. Watch out for Kid Friction.
Kid Friction? Now, who was he? Name was familiar. Didn't recall the face. Then an order came to send out a special train. It meant work for 2 of us locomotives. Uh-oh. Did he mean my chance had come to pull that special train? All by myself? Gosh! Then I got my signal to waltz away with all those cars, Powerful but easy, smooth so as not to shake up any goods. Something was stuck. It wouldn't give. So, that was Kid Friction's heavy hand, locking up them old-style bearings. Didn't budge it. Okay, then. So he wanted a wallop, and I sucked it to him. Just to crack him loose took 3,600 pounds of pull. For each car, after each car after car, all down the train, building the jolt until it all hit the caboose. Well, think of that. It was 8 times as easy to keep rolling as it was to get going. I gave it the hustle. Only thing was, Kid Friction loves to hug those old-time bearings, and he hates speed. So he gave me the old hot box. Kid Friction had burned up all our schedules and given me a bad name, especially with the vice presidents and the treasurer. That one old hotbox tied up the shipper's money, stalled those perishables until they perished, and delayed the goods that should have been at market. Not to mention putting a $500,000 locomotive in the doghouse, where I was costing the railroad a lot of money, not doing any good.
Don't worry, Tim. We've all been through it. What's the use of us locomotives having roller bearings?
With Kid Friction holding back 100 cars. Later that week, when I was the only one left, Mr. Kelly had to have a locomotive.
Timothy!
Me? He wanted me to pull a train of brand new cars. They looked kind of different somehow. This time, by golly, it was war. It was gonna be me or Kid Friction, and there wasn't room for both of us. Mr. Kelly set his teeth, and I dug in. Only this time, things happened. He couldn't get a grip. In 4 seconds, we were moving, with hardly 4% of the pull it took before. Because every car had roller bearings, except one. Uncle Smedley was all bogged down in the next yard, having his poor old journal boxes checked. It's Tim! Clear the track!
Show them, Tim!
And I was going to show him. I wasn't going to spend my lifetime waiting for repairs. I was going to stay on the job because I was roller freight. The whole train on roller bearings, and I was excitement all down the line. They had never seen a freight hit a clip like this and hold it without getting a hot box like old 66 who had started a day ahead of me. Then I caught old 77, having trouble pulling his draggy load, and me hauling twice as many cars because they were on rollers, with power to save for the big pull when I smacked into a snowstorm. The kind of weather that cuts a train to half its size. But not me! Then I passed old 88, guzzling oil at a fueling point. But I didn't have to stop. I was all saved up for the race to catch old 99, who started way back Tuesday. He couldn't pour on all his power. His freight car bearings couldn't take the heat and wear of kid friction. But mine could travel faster and last longer and keep going with less cost and get there sooner. I'll surprise them all with today's paper today, with every egg unbroken, with every lump of coal we started with, and fresh strawberries. Besides, I broke a record and saved money. When you meet Kid Friction, do like Mr. Kelly. Get out your roller bearings and be a roller freight, 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 roller freight.
Okay, we're only a little bit away from the end of this, but we still have a few more cartoons to pick from. Let's see here, we had the Dancing Fools, we had Big Tim, and I don't know why I'm doing this voice again. You're gonna kinda hear it when I do Granny, I'm sorry. It's gonna be one of them days, my brain is just a little bit tired. But let's go ahead and jump again into 1949 for the Little Cutup. And it says here it is an animated short comedy about George Washington and the cherry tree. The movie was written by Isadore Klein and McKinley Clark Marks and stars Jackson Beck as Owl and Cecil Roy as Little George Washington. Some say the movie is similar to the children's book version of the same story, and praise the animation and cute animals and birds. That's kind of a weird redundancy. Wouldn't you kind of think birds are still animals? But it's always fun to learn a little bit more about George Washington, even though a lot of it is kind of a white lie. But let's go ahead and jump into this and see what gets cut up.
woodland scenery. It's such a lark to cut up the bark of an oak or a walnut tree. I cut these cracks with my shiny axe. Oh, how sharp it seems to be. I chop a chunk from an old tree trunk. I'm a cut up, yes sirree. It's much more fun than wishing by a wishing well. It's much more fun than fishing, and I always thought fishing was swell. I chop, chop, chop as I skip and hop through the woodland scenery. It's such a lark to cut up the bark of an oak or a walnut tree.
Shame on you and that hatchet thing. Look at all the sorrow you bring. My winged friends are sad and blue. This poor soul you've injured too. You nasty child, you broke our heart. And all our homes you tore apart. Ah, for shame, you naughty boy. That hatchet thing is not a toy. Now we're homeless because of you. What, pray tell, are we going to do?
I know. You just wait and see. Come on, everyone. Follow me. I hop, 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 flippity flip flop, on the way to work and fun. Gonna make amends to my little friend for the damage that I've done. I'll build a hut for the rabbits, houses for the birds. I'll build a dam for the beavers. It'll all be too lovely for words. This is where I live, and you're going to live here too. Okay, Mr. Owl, you can come up now. Will make the strongest dam you've ever had. Timber!
Why, you destructive varmints, you'll cut down my cherry tree. The finest cherry tree in all Virginia.
Father, I cannot tell a lie. I did it with my little hatchet.
George, my son, I'm mighty proud of you for telling the truth. And thus ends the story of a boy, a tree, and a hatchet. It happened in Virginia. That's in the South, folks. The South, that is.
And sadly, with that cartoon done, we are very, very close to being done. And as long as these cartoons don't get any strikes and we don't get any blocks or bans from the country, we should have a good number of cartoons in this one. And so, I think this one is from 1932. but it's called My Wife's Gone to the Country. And it says here, a woman is packing her kids and belongings for a trip to the country. Dad will miss her, it seems, but once they are gone, Dad goes crazy partying. And sometimes I think wives might think that this is what some husbands do, and I'm sure there are a lot of them that do this. But when my wife was gone this weekend, all I did kind of do was sit and try and take care of the dogs and let that happen, and I got a bunch of gaming done and recorded, and like I said before, I got another granny one done. It was on hard, and I kind of escape again, so I'm kind of letting that go, but I'm not really going to say how. There are 3 different ways of getting out, as you know. Through the door, through the sewer, and through a car. Which one? Let's go ahead and find out in a bit. But first, before we do that, let's go ahead and see what happens with Daddy when Mommy goes to the country. Oh, sorry about all that tirade, but let's go.
Sing, darn you, sing. You know this old world is a great world after all. Sing, darn you, sing. And right away what lady luck pay you will call. Life is really only what you make it. Sing out loud and show them you can take it. Get in the swing. Come on and sing, darn you, sing.
I love my wife, but oh, you kids.
My wife's gone away.
All right, Joey.
Come on, hurry, hurry.
Goodbye.
Bye, Pop. Bye, Daddy.
My wife's gone to the country, hooray, hooray. She thought it best I need a rest, that's why she went away. She took the children with her, hooray, hooray. I don't care what becomes of me, my wife's gone away.
Sing, darn ya, sing. It's the best way to be happy after all. Sing, darn ya, sing. It's easy, all you do is watch the ball. Make believe you just came from the station and sent the wife away on your vacation. Get in the swing. Come on and sing, darn ya, sing. I love my wife, but oh, you kid, my wife's gone away. Follow the bouncing ball. When Mrs. Brown told hubby, I just can't stand the heat. Please send me to the country, dear, I know 'twould be a treat. Next day his wife and family were seated on a train. And when the train had started, Brownie shouted this refrain. My wife's gone to the country, hooray, 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 hooray. She thought it best I need a rest, that's why she went away. She took the children with her. Hooray, 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 hooray. I don't care what becomes of me. My wife's gone away. My wife's gone to the country. Hooray, 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 hooray. She thought it best I need a rest. That's why she went away. She took the children with her. Hooray, 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 hooray. I love my wife, but oh, you kid, my wife's gone away.
He went and bought a parrot, a very clever bird, the kind that always would repeat most anything she heard. So when his voice grew husky and Brownie couldn't talk, while he'd be celebrating, he would have the parrot squawk. My wife's gone to the country, hooray, hooray. She thought it best I need a rest, that's why she went away. She took the children with her, hooray, hooray. I don't care what becomes of me, my wife's gone away. And three, at last, hot time, hooray, 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 yay, yay, My wife's gone to the country, hooray, hooray. She thought it best I need a rest, that's why she went away. She took the children with her, hooray, hooray. I don't care what becomes of me, my wife's gone away.
Oh, yeah? Come here, you. Hey,
I love my wife, but oh, you kids, my wife's gone away.
Okay, so sadly with that cartoon out of the way, we are coming to an end in the den. I'm not really sure where that voice is coming from that I did a bit ago, but it's just kind of been a weird weekend. It's been a weird day. I wasn't really expecting to do any recording today. I was gonna kind of take a break and just relax and kind of what I try and tell others to do, but just kind of get that itch to do a recording, and if I'm playing Granny, like, I guess maybe 1 out of 4 times I'm probably gonna try and record it and see what happens. And it's just kind of fun for me, and it's also fun to be able to turn on my headphones and be able to talk with you as I'm going through it. And like I said, the voice I did in this a bit, I do a lot in Granny. Oh, so it's a little bit more of something to look forward to, I guess. We have a lot more gaming to do. We have more shows to do with the sci-fi shows revisited. I mean, we still have more Space Patrol to go through. We've only done 1 episode of that. We've done 2 episodes of Tales of Tomorrow now, and there's a bunch more in there. So we do have a lot more to look forward to. I still have a bunch of books that I kind of want to go through and read some stories. Haven't done that in a while. So I have a lot to work on and a lot to prepare. And October is just around the corner, and I'm so excited about that, but darn it, we have to get through September first. Oh, I'll see you in September. Sorry, no singing, God. Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. Take your headphones off. I'll show myself to the door. But before we do that, when you go out, please remember to mask up. It'll keep you and your family safe, and it'll keep strangers safe when you're out and about. And if you want to keep yourself safe and your family safer and strangers even safer, remember to try and distance yourself a little bit. And also remember to try and go out and get your vaccinations and your boosters. School is now back in session, and we know that's always a great place for kids to get sick and to bring those germs home with them and spread them throughout the house. So let's go ahead and get these vaccinations and try and build our immunity up to them some. We'll still get sick every once in a while, that's gonna happen, but it'll make it a little less and it won't be as severe, hopefully. And doing all of this, you can keep your friends and your family safer and strangers safer. But we do have a little one here in the den, and we have to hashtag protect the lioness. Alright, so I love you bipeds, quadrupeds, and even the occasional dinosaurs so much. So much more to look forward to, so much more to do. And thank you all for the support. Almost at 350. Let's keep going. This is so much fun. I love you guys so much. So until next time, Wolf out.